Greetings, fellow beings. Ho, it is an amazing Tuesday. Terrific Tuesday. It is. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so glad everybody is here. Let's see if I can get the camera working. Hello. Good morning, Twitter, Rumble, Odysee, Minds, Getter, everywhere, including YouTube. Thanks for being here. We've got 16, 17 stories in all today, plus maybe a little bit of bonus time. Won't have very long today, unfortunately. Other duties call, like a typical Tuesday. And then please don't miss me on your favorite podcast, which is coming up over on Mr. H's channel, Mr. H Reviews. It's the H-Cast, and it'll feature myself, Tom Connors, and many others. It'll be a lot of fun. So let's say hi to each and every one of you. Hopefully, you've had a chance to check out the first video of the day on Cameo. Plus, I put a poll in the field, so check that out as well. And with that, let's get right into saying hi to Liger Fan, Vulcan Lives. Good to see you. We've got SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor, the lovely Sherry is here. Penny is here. Greetings, dear. We've got the amazing Tim Hayes here. And, of course, Captain Fandom Nerd. Good to see you, Captain. Rod Thunderheart. How are you, my friend? Hank V is in the house. We got Vince Womack hanging out with us as well. Also on Rumble and Odysee. Everything. Vince Womack is everywhere. Probably on Gilded, too. We got Mephisto's movie reviews in the house. Low Spec Linux laptop hanging out with us. The Common Nerd is here. We've got the lovely Jillian and all names green. That's right. Happy terrific Tuesday to all the culturedom. I love it. Jillian's inventing all kinds of terms. I love it. Culturians, culturedom. I'm happy. This is great. We got Shrap 3D in the house, my good friend from across the pond. Al Humphreys, everything's going well, my friend. We've got Black Saber in the house, the Batcap, and of course Eric K, the Cheese Factor, and Fat Elvis saying, Ahsoka's a ratings flop? Hashtag culture's right. Oh, you have no idea. And we're going to start off with that. That's going to be the first story. I know that's not surprising to anybody. We've got Set Like Gaming out there, Cloud Sailing in the house. We've got Nostalgia, Provocateur, Pat S, Mary Ella Newworth. Great to see you, dear. And Schmilex. How is it going? How is it going? Schmilex. Cool Gamers here. It's cool. Cool gaming. Love it. Nearsighted Cyclops is here. We've got Renee's Ramblings, the amazing Jim Watari, Dave G Sound, one of the longest members I've had, DS Ford, is in the house. Great to see you, my friend. Randall Orser is checking in from Canada. Hope you're doing well up there. And the amazing, incomparable Tender Warrior 68. Karimlod is joining us this morning. And so many more. Wow, I love Tuesdays. Everybody's awake. Everybody's like pumped up. We got the first day of the week done. We're on day 2. Whew. Super exciting. Let's see who else popped in the door. I think I said hello to. Wow, there's Kenny Long. Hey, what's going on? Channel Surf is in the house. How are you doing, my friend? The best mustache on YouTube. I think I said hi to Shadow Chaser. Hi, Shadow Chaser. If I didn't, Rogue Thinker with one of the coolest avatars you could possibly have. The amazing Rob Altus is here. We've got Carlos Alfredo Lopez. What's going on? Mark Peter is in the house. We've got, let's see, who else? Oh, Release the McCracken. What's going on, Robbie? I hope you're doing good, buddy. And, of course, Argentum is here. Good morning. I need coffee. Well, I need coffee, too. I actually left mine in the other room. Let's see. Storyman Jack. What's going on? Keck44 is here. We got a few other folks like Darius Munchausen checking in. Evil Ramen is here. And so many more. But we have to go. That's right. Hey, why on earth? What's going on over on Odysee? Good to see you. Barely awake, let me tell you. So am I. Final Monkey's here. Good to see you, Final Monkey. Southern Bell 7777. Good morning, Weaver. Weaver. Scott Hughes, what's up, bud? Commander Ed Straker of Shadow. I think, I did. Isaj Melode. Philip Gaming. All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in, and I'm not framed very well in the camera. Let's see if I can fix that. Nope. Oh, well. Here we go. What a day. We've got Ashoka. Can you imagine this? Oh, boy, are they trying to artificially prop this thing up. 1.2 million households, even with Andor what, which nobody cared about. Well, some people did. But off from Obi-Wan Kenobi, which also had the same kind of problem that this series did. You know, I don't know why. They went from 1.2 million households way down to 900,000 households in the span of an episode. So even though they dropped 2 episodes for you to peruse and watch, you had 300,000 people just not bother with episode 2. That's how bad this show is. No bueno. No bueno. Speaking of bueno, though, Mariella Newworth for $4.99 says, if you would have told me when I fell in love in 77 with this IP that it would turn into a feminist nightmare, I wouldn't have believed it. It's caca now. Well, unfortunately, my friend, it has. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. We've got box office. That's right. The box office got a bump. Blue Beetle and Ninja Turtles both got a boost in their box office numbers, courtesy of the $4 ticket day on Sunday. More than 3,000 theaters handed out these tickets for these discounted prices, and it benefited films that probably people would not have gone to see otherwise. So good for them. Josh Seiter, former Bachelorette contestant, passed away at the age of 36. 36. A lot of people are leaving this planet early. We've got Star Trek Prodigy banner flown over Netflix offices in an effort to save the show. A GoFundMe fan campaign has been kicked off. This thing is such garbage. They're trying to get the streamer to pick up the Star Trek series that really, well, was straight trash. Yeah. The Idol's been canceled as well. Bye. That's right. One season, this show was so bad, there was nothing redeeming to it. Nobody can even make an argument to save it. The acting was terrible, and yeah, not great. Sam Levinson, flop city, baby. Yeah. Disney Plus is not moving ahead with the completed Spiderwick Chronicles. When this news broke yesterday, I could say that I really wasn't all that surprised. But it's not the only thing that's leaving Disney's lot. No. This is just one of many things that are being peddled to others, despite the fact that these things are completed. So you're going to start to see Disney go on a fire sale, garage sale, yard sale, whatever it is. I think Pro probably said it best yesterday, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. Seriously. The WGA and AMPTB continue to be in limbo. Even after yesterday, a week and change of, continuing to exchange barbs. Nothing in this strike is going to get resolved anytime soon. I've been talking to a lot of people now, and most everyone doesn't believe that anybody will be back to work before the first of the year. If then, believe it or not. Zendaya wants to play a villain in a future project. That's right. She hopes to one day direct also. Okay. I think you should focus on acting a lot. You should really focus on acting. You should practice a lot. It'd be great. Yeah. You have to be a really good actor to be a villain. Anyway. Paul Mescal, who is a co-star in the new Gladiator 2 film, says he didn't talk to Russell Crowe about the film at all because it's totally separate. Okay, well, there you go. No Russell Crowe and no interest in knowing more about the character in the background. So that's great. Oh, also, this guy is such a wuss. He he was afraid to approach Pedro Pascal on set. Yeah. I would have no trouble walking up to Soy Boy, but whatever. Would a Netflix-fueled Suits have been an Emmy-winning contender? That's the question. This is how out of news Hollywood is right now. They are out of it. But anyway, there was no way. This is a middling, fun show that people have rediscovered because they can turn their brain off and just run it on binge. Climate activists target jets, yachts, and golf in a string of global protests against luxury. Yep, this is happening. If you've seen a lot of these videos, they're kind of amusing because the protesters don't last in those places very long. The stock market today is going to do, a little bit of bouncing, I would say, because you're looking at not just the Federal Reserve circumstance, but also economic reports are about to come out that aren't necessarily going to shade positively, in my opinion. Apparently, Evergrande has crashed as much as 87% after resuming trading following a 17-month halt. That surprises no one. Amazon is raising free shipping minimums for some customers who don't have Prime. And New York Police Department warns it has zero tolerance for drones at the U.S. Open. That's right. They will take them down. Beware. It's a no drone zone. Anyway, I'm out of time. I had one more story, but we'll get to it in bonus time. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until about a minute from now, hang on.
Thanks for visiting today.
Seriously, we got bonus time. We hang out for another 15 minutes or so.
Alerts.
Hello to those of you just joining. Hi, Twitter. Hello, Odysee. Hello, Rumble. Hello, Minds.
All of the videos that you can as it helps
Hello, Getter.
the algorithm. Have a great day.
All right, and this newly updated members list is amazing, full of wonderful people who make this channel go. For the 106 of you on YouTube, your name could be here if you wanted it to be. Oh my goodness, we've got so much stuff going on. I really have to say, and we'll get into this more when we get to the bonus time part of the program, but Ashoka is just another flop. If it was designed to save Star Wars, it failed, and they're going to waste Thrawn in the most pitiful way possible. Kind of a bummer. But what's not a bummer is all these amazing people that support me. We've got a couple of super chats we're going to get right to when we get into bonus time, and then we're going to talk a weird story at least. We'll be here for a while. Stick around. All right. Bonus time. That's right. Wow, we are really unorganized today. This is terrible. I'm gonna zoom in. Enhance. All right, man. Woo! Super fun. Super duper fun. Yeah, I want to get to this weird story, and then we're gonna jump into some supers. Actually, you know what? We'll do the supers first. Why not? Let's get to those. You guys sent them. I'll read them. You guys are amazing. Of course, thank you, Mariella Newworth, for a super I read during the course of the stream. And Al Batts is here for $9.99. Says, hey, C Squared, what movie are you looking forward to the most in the second half of the year? Well, they moved it. It would have been Dune. Now I'm going to go see Equalizer 3. That's probably the last one I'm looking forward to. There might be something in there, maybe a horror or two. I think Nun 2 is coming out. And I think they're doing another Perot mystery, which they are marketing as a horror film. But no, I think the only one that I'm truly looking forward to is the Denzel Washington film, Equalizer 3. For obvious reasons, I'm a huge Denzel Washington fan, but I also like that franchise. So that's what I'm looking forward to. It's easy to say nice things about stuff like that, but it's not often that we're getting films that we could actually jump for joy over, to be fair. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate the $9.99. Very generous, my friend. Darius Munchausen sends me a cup of coffee. Thank you, my friend. I do appreciate that. I am foregoing the coffee at the moment because I left it in the other room. Oops. Anyway, I'll get it later. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But thank you very much for the super sticker. And then we've got Black Saber for $5 says on your cameo story, I read where Angela Lansbury had older stars cameo on Murder, She Wrote to help them stay as active members and to keep their benefits. This is true. And that's a little bit different, right? A different kind of cameo, but and again, I understand it. In that particular time frame, and this is the other problem that I have right now. I know actors and actresses, and they're in a rough position at the moment because they aren't going to qualify for their health benefits and such because they didn't work enough. And this is one of the problems with the way that these strikes go. It's one of the problems with the way the benefits are laid out in the agreements that they sign. you also have to consider that, and I pointed this out, I don't know, maybe a week or two ago, that they're trying to get people who are willfully stepping away from work unemployment benefits, which is silly because you're pulling money out of what would be a rescue fund for everybody else. And that mechanism is not established for people who voluntarily step out of work, right? So there's a lot of real issues here. But yeah, Angela Lansbury and a few others would actually bring people in for cameo appearances to help them maintain their benefits. This is 100% true. And it was a good thing, to be fair. To be fair. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that, Darth Saber. Awesome. Or I should say Black Saber, not Darth Saber. Darth is stuck in my brain today. I think Annie Masterson is here. I saw him roll by a minute ago. We got Awesome one of the longest people here, longest subscribers, one of them. Great to see you. Maestro, what's up? Pedro. That's right. You guys are great. But no, Amazon definitely is going to start charging people, and the minimums have gone up for free shipping. So there you are. Yep. Disney's still not above 84.99 yet, 84.33 still. I have a feeling that was another artificial bump. And again, it was all because of these rumors going around that all these deals are going to happen. A lot of people were suspecting that there could be a sale of something, but who knows? Hey, Rambam, what's going on? Yeah, definitely stick around. Olaf's hanging out. It's bizarre. Hey, what's going on there? 11 Alpha. Belated greetings. Well, I'm glad you are here. Matt G, what's up? Cajun Corey, what's up, buddy? And your name is there, indeed. Yeah, no drones at the open. I don't know how they would know. I mean, a lot of these drones can go, a mile in the air over those courts and shoot video. How are they going to know? I know they aren't going to hear it. So. Chili con Karma. I love it. That's awesome. Says, as expected from Disney. Well, there you go. Ahsoka. A suck show. Well, yeah. Quarter Black Garrett made a hilarious video about lightsaber impalement. So I bet he's very talented. He's good at editing, too. Lightsabers are stun batons now. Yeah. This is the problem with Disney. No consequences in anything they do. No consequences in anything they do. Hopefully, Culture doesn't break up with Tom now that he has over 10K followers. No, of course not. Tom and I are hetero life mates. In fact, we're actually going to be texting here pretty soon. As soon as we're done with this show, he's got some stuff to walk me through while I get ready for a business conference call. Yay. Yeah, Clone Wars was on paid TV here in the UK. Really, Black? Yeah, okay. So I only saw a couple of episodes. I'm not a fan of the art style. Yeah, me either. And the time period wasn't a great draw to get pricey DVDs of it. No. I mean, some people really appreciated it. But again, it's niche. And this is Disney's problem, right? They are so focused in on these tiny little fractions of the audience that they've lost their way. And the fact that nobody's paying attention to that Disney's media is what makes every other part of that company go. Seriously. It's mind-boggling to me. Yeah, Miss Lansbury was a class act. Indeed, Fat Elvis. Indeed. What's going on? Your Muslim uncle. Did you see about Bob Barker having been listed as dead 3 times in the past 6 years? Wow, I did not. That's crazy. And assalamu alaikum, my friend. Great to see you. I did not know that. Bonkers. Hey, there's Andy Masterson. He's very talented. Very talented. He's fit. He's just awesome. Dead cat bounce. Yeah, indeed. C-suite types at Disney are demoralized and desperate. That's true. Yeah. Well, they leaned into politics in an entertainment business. That's an idiotic thing because you're going to push away 50 to 65% of your audience. Seriously, most people don't realize that, we, the consumers of this stuff, We aren't interested in your political speeches and lectures and things. It just doesn't work on us. Yeah. John Gibson's in the house. What's going on? Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're probably they're probably upset nothing of theirs is beating Bluey. This is a great statement from Tender Warrior 68. Yeah, hanging out with Pro and Jonas yesterday doing that long form video. I think that video is 45 minutes long. Just kind of breaking down the fact that streaming is just too expensive. There's no upside. There's zero upside there. Nada. You have in Disney's case, you have 15 billion in counting in negative content costs. There's no way to recover that. There's no way to show that you recovered that. And then you had all the initial setup and everything else, everything as far as maintaining content delivery, which is expensive infrastructure deals that you have to make with somebody, whether it's AWS or someone. And then if you're doing international distribution, you don't necessarily have AWS or something similar that exactly delivers the same way in every country around the world. So there's a lot of problems with it. It's an incredibly expensive endeavor, and you have nothing to show for it. And especially with this Ashoka show. Seriously, imagine losing 300,000 people. You released 2 episodes back to back in prime time, for that matter, right? Episode 1, 1.2 million. Episode 2, 950,000 or something. 250, 300,000 people didn't want to watch the second episode. That is how appealing your show is, which to say it isn't. I guarantee you this is going to be a point of conversation today on Mr. H's show. So do check out your favorite podcast. That's the H cast over on Mr. H Reviews today. That is coming up in a few hours. I think 4 hours from now. So, yeah, check it out. It'll be a lot of fun. Myself, Nick from Nick Talks and Echo Base Network, and obviously Tom from Midnight's Edge, myself, potentially Andre, and maybe another guest. We've been bringing some people in to talk about stuff. Maybe Jonas. Jonas is awesome. Love being able to hang out with him. Thomas, what's up? Says, probably going to do a Star Wars version of Seven Samurai with all women. Well, yeah. Look, that's the Force is female. I'm sorry. Yeah, the good people are going to be chicks, and the bad people are going to be dudes, and that's just the way they see the world. Yeah, bizarre. What's up, John Sapola? Great to see you. I'm very excited for today's HCast, to be fair. What's going on? Corbin Dallas, the one and only winner of the Gemini Croquet Contest. Gemini. There you go. Saw the short video I sent you. Yeah, it's not just all of us YouTubers that say Disney is dead. Oh, I know, my friend. I know. And thank you for sending me that stuff. It's great. Olaf sending me some things. Vic sends me some stuff. A lot of people send me things. Thank you for that. You can always email me. The email's actually in the About tab on the channel. You send me an email if you are leaking something or reporting something or dropping a tip on something. A lot of people send me stuff there. So that's right. Bluey is finally conquering the U.S. That's right. True story. Yep. Australia is definitely taken over. The Acolyte is incredibly expensive. Well, okay, let's do this. Acolyte cost just in pre-development about $50 million or a little more so far, and they reported that. Then you have the expense of producing the show itself so far to date, according to UK papers from Company's House, about $200 million. So you're at $250 million in that bucket right now, and we don't know what additional post is done in the States or any of the other things that are being done here that cost money that aren't reflected in the UK paperwork. Because despite the fact that they're supposed to report everything that they do on a production and where they spend money, that's not always true. Not only that, sometimes they revise things as many as several years later, which is how we found out that the budget for Star Wars that was originally reported was very inconsistent with exactly how much money it costs, which is why we know for a fact that Indiana Jones 5 is a colossal failure and way over the $300+ million that they were willing to admit to in production costs. Isn't that insane? That will go down in history as one of Disney's biggest flops. And that's saying something, considering what John Carter did, right? If they release one episode every week, people talk for 12, 13 weeks instead of one week after a whole season release. More ads too. Oh, I agree with you, Olaf Honest. No, that definitely is a way to go about it, but it's not working. It is. I mean, they have to drag it out, and that's actually the model that everybody's going to have to go to, is the one a week release. The Netflix thing might work, releasing it in 2 halves, but look at what happened with Witcher. Nobody came back for those last 3 episodes of the latest Witcher season, and they literally killed that because they had no. It's a faithless adaptation. Everything that the neo-Marxists do is faithless. And if you don't think they're neo-Marxists, look at exactly what they've done. Look at the playbook that's been run before in the names of cultural revolution. And then it always devolves. So there you go. Hollywood turned a 2-hour movie into an 8-hour streaming show filled with boring filler. This is exactly right, Setlick. Indeed. Hey, Adam, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Cocho's here. Cocho's been everywhere. Howdy, saw your video in regard to VFX. I tagged you and others yesterday. I heard Legal Mindset will probably be on the pro show to talk about the Reedy Creek regards to the firefighters. Yeah, I actually hope I can make it to that show this week, and get pulled in, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on the inside that just keeps on developing. I wanted to take a slightly different tact. Excuse me. Tack. That's correct. Tack. I wanted to take a different tack than a lot of people on this VFX thing. I mean, it's time that they are properly represented with their peers and other aspects of the industry. They've been abused for far too long. I mean, I've been talking about this for years now, and it's getting stranger. Oh, we got the eclipse coming on October 14th. Well, thank you for that, Shadow Chaser. Appreciate it. And yes, there's the HCast information. Thank you, Olaf. Olaf is an incredible mod. Well done. Awesome one. 7 Mamurai. Yeah. Al Humphreys used some colorful language. The force is, well, I'm going to say borked, because I try not to curse at all. The farce is female. Well done. Well done. Just another red shirt. Great to see you, my friend. Let's see what else is happening. You guys are on fire today. Leet, what's up? It is bizarre. They refuse to acknowledge people don't want what they're peddling. I think they believe they dictate culture. They try. They used to. Actually, you can influence culture, and they have for sure, but you can't dictate it. Even if you all align and take the same marching orders. Right? I think that is their perception. I think you're 100% right there. But I think that they're coming to realize that they don't. I mean, look at the world around them. Right now, everything is going more anti-establishment. Seriously, you're seeing the rise of populism, and in just wonderful ways. You're seeing populist creators coming out. You're seeing wonderful comic books coming to fruition. The Iron Age, as Razor Fist and others have called it. You know, obviously you pointed Eric July, but there are many other people making great content. I mean, Sandberg with his Jupiter series, and just many others. We've been seeing it for a while. Look at what Jay's doing, like with a children's comic, right? I think they're going to have to come to grips with the fact that they now have competition from outside. And it's an independent movement that will replace them if they don't pull their heads on straight. There's no doubt about that. Hey, Vulcan Lives says, watch your video on VFX artists. Why are the only group in the industry to not have a union? It's bizarre. There's a couple other groups that are also not unionized, but they're huge. And they're really the only, think about it this way, they're the only portion of the industry that is not given their due. They are solely responsible for almost everything you see, especially on Disney Plus, because it's so effect driven. Look at the film industry; it's the same way. VFX artists are really being under acknowledged, overworked, and underpaid is probably the right way to say it. It's bizarre, but they're, like I said, they're one of the last ones that don't have proper representation. They're going with IATSE, which I can't blame them. Let's see who else rolled through. This is fun. John Carter's looking better over time. It really is, and it wasn't that bad a film. It was poorly marketed, and if they really did need to stick with ERB's like entire thing, and they needed to make it from beginning to end, and they needed for it to not cost that much money. Peliato says, and all because they gave into the whims of Harvey Weinstein's assistant. This is true. Should have tossed her out of the company for that, and say it's anti-Me Too if they disagree. There you go. Yeah, they had an easy out with Squarehead lady. Gosh, what's her name? I know her head's in her name. Anyway, I always forget that. Hey, Anthony, what's going on? Yeah, Evil Rom was like, I skipped season 3 of The Witcher. You and so many more people. The animation critic is here. What's up, Taylor? Hail Culture, I thought this was the 6-minute stream. It is, except that on Tuesdays and Thursdays we have bonus time, so we get a little bit more. So, yeah. Hey, there's my puppet. What's up, Punk Waddle? Great to see you. Yeah. See, I literally have puppet friends. Some of them are sock puppets, even. I have a feeling that you're going to start to see more. Oh, wow, a new member. Thank you, Joe Stu, for joining the Rewards Club. Appreciate it. I think you're going to see more of us creators here in the YouTube space banding together in various loose networks, kind of like a coming together of like affiliate television. You're going to see actual produced shows, things like that. Everybody in my side of the window right now. Hi, everybody. That's what we're talking about. So over on Twitter, we can expand our reach. Over on Odysee and Rumble and Minds and Getter and YouTube, we can expand that even beyond that. And there will be programs that air essentially the same time. It'll be very, very much like network television. You will be able to go from stream to stream to count on what program you're going to get. We started trying to put that together on Sunday nights. It seemed to work out pretty well with people kind of flowing from one show to another, starting out at VR stream, going over to Tom's weekly wrap-up stream, and then my late night stream, right? Where it's a little looser, more comedy based. And we're going to get even more refined there. There'll actually be bits. I'm working on with some people that supposedly claim they can do animation, and I'm going to try to get some animated shorts and stuff put together. Lots of stuff like that. So the future is bright. We just have to, it just takes time to build it up, because none of us are made of money. That's for sure. But what's up, that 70s rock fan? Great to see you. There's the lovely Tina Guzman. Great to see you, dear. Who else is rolling through the door? I hate the modern storytelling. Yeah, I have been focusing on talent like Cary Grant, Bogart, Peck, Hepburn. Yeah, Peck, Gregory Peck, and many others from back in the day. I want to say thank you to Joe Stu. Holy cow, incredibly generous. My goodness, 10 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, wow. Thank you. In fact, you know what? I'm going to play a clip. I haven't played a clip at all today, and we've had wonderful super chats and support from the channel. So, you know what, Joe, you are a gold.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
Thank you, Joe Stu. Little Moolinda for you. We're going to put some more of that kind of stuff together, folks. I do appreciate the fact that you are liking the clips and the videos and everything else. But I have bigger goals. We're going to get, and I think everybody that I'm working with does too. Tom has bigger goals. I'm working with him on some stuff. We're Toxic Man Flu, myself, Comics Division. Yeah, there's a unit of people that want to do bigger things. So Corey's doing his music. That's awesome. Sir Talks a lot. That is. So great things. And you've got SFX 314 Sabretooth Raptor writing their own sci-fi story. Here we go. Adam's got it. Neo-Marxism starts with indoctrinating people and follows with killing them. My grandparents suffered of it. Yep. It truly, truly does. Are you interested in seeing Nun 2? Yeah, I am, Scott. I think I mentioned that during the 6-minute daily portion of today's stream. The Conjuring movies are pretty good. I think I'm getting over horror filmed. That sounds weird, but I've seen so many of them because there's so little else that is intriguing or interests me. I'm starting to get a little bit more critical of the horror films, which that's not me. I'm a huge horror fan. So, but yeah, I'll be seeing The Nun too, I think. Indeed. And thank you once again there, Joe Stu. I appreciate it. Yes, there it is. Yeah. Leslie Headland. Bad Headland. Thank you, Satellite Gaming. What's up, Action Com? Says, I can't believe Disney tried to wreck 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Is nothing sacred? No. And 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is a classic. There's a lot of classics out there. The original animated Snow White full-length feature, the thing that got the company moving into that direction, that's a classic. Having the neo-Marxist take on it, that's terrible. Truly. Because it's beyond the radical leftist feminism crap that they want you to believe it is. That's neo-Marxism. You should call it house money if you're a casino. I should. That's right. We're going to be playing with house money today. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Doug? I see Doug. Doug says VFX is one aspect of filming that will benefit from AI more than others. This is also true, especially on cleaning up. And especially in real-time production. I mean, it lends itself to that, especially in a studio environment that is like a volume or a stagecraft. You have real artists. There are people working behind the scenes to make sure that everything's working as far as the projected backgrounds behind your actors, which is why everything looks less dimensionally good, because it's really hard to take that 2-dimensional thing behind the actor to make it 3 dimensions. I think eventually a little bit of AR and improved projection technology, things like that, will change that. But for now, that's one of the reasons why aesthetically the shows, all of them look flat and have a bit of uncanny valley that you just can't escape, which is one of the reasons why I really am a practical effects guy. And I think you need to either have physical sets or you need to be on a location that gives you what you're looking for. And believe me, it's something that they've been doing forever. And it was cheaper. I know that sounds weird, but it was literally cheaper to set up a city in a location to do filming than, and when I say setting up a city, I mean, you have to have trailers and catering and all kinds of stuff, generators, just tons of equipment to make that work. But it's worth it. It really is. Hundreds of miles of fiber optic cables for camera layouts, locations, and stuff like that. A lot of people don't realize just how much goes into it, but there's a lot there. Thank you, Tiberius K. Love you too. Indeed. John Sapolo is like, your late night stream's too late for me. I'm sorry, my friend, but I'm glad you're here now. Midnight Culture TV. I think that would be a great idea, Adam. We'll work on it. Sounds good. Let's see. And thank you again, Joe Stu. Amazing. Appreciate that support. Now I still remember his conduct during the Uchi Snyder thing. Yeah. And then him trying to get clicks from Doomcock RK. Not a fan. Oh, I'm not sure who you're referring to, but that doesn't sound good. I don't like YouTube drama, folks. Not a big fan of drama. I mean, I like drama films and television shows. I don't like drama in YouTube life. You will often find me avoiding it at all costs. So, yeah. Let's see. Not enough writers and producers read or have had interesting interactions with people. It shows up in the script. You're right. One of the things that bothers me the most is that back in the day, writers struggled. They had life experience. They traveled. They read. You have to be a prolific reader. You have to know the classics. You have to understand story structure. All of those things are really important when you're putting a show together. And I think you're 100% right, Evil Ramen. I think that's the problem, is none of them have anything to fall back on. So, the amazing Eric K, the master of mods, the mensch of wrenches. Hello, my friend. For $1.99 says, Culture said he likes his units. True. Oh, have super fun, Penny. Headed to movie Strays or Haunted Mansion. I think you'll get more laughs out of Strays. It's a little raunchy, but it's supposed to be. Talking dogs is always a good time. Haunted Mansion isn't as bad as people would think it would be. It's not a great movie. It doesn't have a lot of appeal. It wasn't marketed very well, and I don't know. If I were going to go see something, I would see the fresher film. I would see Strays, but that's me. Anyway, have fun. I'm kind of jealous. I want to go see stuff. They canceled the show Nautilus. Wow. The house always wins. You're right, Al. Yeah. This is true. JD is 100% right. JD 3138, I am 100% with you. For older content, consider supporting Fathom Events. Fathom Events is amazing. There's a lot of re-releases going on right now. Jurassic Park went back. The original Jurassic Park film went back this last weekend to theaters. Bet you didn't know that. It still did pretty good. $1.7 million in theaters for a film that's that old. And that's 100% right. And that's what people are doing. People are going back and they're rating their content libraries at their house. They're pulling out DVDs, putting them in their Blu-ray players. People are even fishing out VCRs. I think VCRs are going to be something that make a comeback. I've also got on the Creator Studio list something to purchase, a scan device that I can go through and scan videotape. I can go through and scan all kinds of media. And hopefully I'll be able to afford that device one day. It's in the checklist of wish lists, but we'll get there. We'll get there at some point. And when that happens, then I'm going to take every single VHS tape I have and I'm going to just convert it. I'm going to bring it into digital. And then I'm going to clean it up because it's going to be degraded, but it'll be fine. The VHS stuff will be degraded. The DVD stuff will be good forever. So, yep, older content indeed. Yeah, the original Lord of the Rings trilogy looks 100 times better than The Hobbit because the original was practical effects except when they needed CGI. This is true. Yep, they did have to do multi-mapping for the army size, but that happens. Hey, Jason Fox is here. What's up, brother? Good to see you. P Live. The problem is with a new Star Wars, even with the prequels, the set looks clean and new. Yeah, it doesn't look lived in. I mean, you're in a world that's been around for a long time. That's the other problem, to be fair. Hey, David Glenn. What's up? Howdy. Good to see you, man. I'm scrolling, guys. I'm scrolling. You're a Muslim uncle says, Fathom Events. Dang it, I always forget. Love those. Saw Transformers 86 at one of those. Yeah, you can see a lot of great stuff. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, I'm working on some media converters. So there you go. Fat Elvis is like, I still have a Betamax. We should combine our resources because I think I have a dual deck VCR someplace I got to fish out, but they're incredibly important. You can actually fill in those frames. Awesome one. So that's a possibility too. So, and if you do a scan rather than a flat out conversion, it's a little bit different. So. High Plains Drifter built the whole town. That's right. Yep. Yeah. Be less stupid, Hasbro. You guys are amazing. All right, let's jump into this fun story just for fun because I like fun. I'm trying to figure out where that shine's coming from. Oh, it's the desk. All right, and all my notes. Hey, and my extra glasses. Yeah. All right. Share screen. Be a professional YouTuber, silly. All right. So I oftentimes bring up the goofy stories, right? Because I think they're fun. I think that we need some fun in our life. And lately I've been getting into the stories that revolve around the Guinness Book of World Records. So here's a funny thing. The largest Philly cheesesteak ever assembled that just set the world record wasn't in Philly. No. It's actually an Idaho restaurant that assembled the world's largest Philly cheesesteak. I know. It's wild. But yeah, it's 722.8 feet long. I'm hungry, but I'm not that hungry. I don't think you could eat this before it went bad. You need some friends. But yeah, so the Main Street Grill in Lewiston, operated by Happy Days Restaurants, hosted the record attempt in the city's 7th Street alleyway. So they actually assembled it in their alleyway location. That's so great, right? And yep, so the sandwich was portioned into 6-inch pieces that were sold to the public for $10 each. The new world record raised money for the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you. Isn't that fun? That's fun. 700 foot. Man, that's a big sandwich. I'm hungry now. Are you guys hungry? A big sandwich. But they made it into the Guinness Book of World Records with that. So good on them. Good on them. I do want to talk a little bit more about this Ashoka story because I don't think it's going to go away. You're going to get a lot of coverage on it, and today we're gonna probably talk about it over on Mr. H's stream. I think Nate's going to want to talk about this one. And hey, what's up, Dalton? Great to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. My goodness, Dalton Mortimer, everybody. But this Ashoka story isn't going to go away. 1.2 million households for the episode 1, 900 and I don't know something thousand in the second. What was it? It was pretty ridiculous how far it fell. 956,000. So that's not good. And then you had a 50% drop that they talk about from Kenobi, a 29% drop for Mandalorian, all of that. They're talking about all these numbers in here, but I think the thing that's most pressing is this was supposed to, quote unquote, save Star Wars. You think that saved Star Wars? Everybody wants a cheesecake now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Kind of hungry. Argentum's like, but it's not one long piece of bread. It doesn't count. According to the World Guinness Book of World Records, it does. So, I'm really hungry though. I would go for oh man, I could go to New Orleans and get a po' boy right now. Oh, I'm so hungry. Yeah, Andor wasn't well watched, and this compares to the quote unquote success of Andor. You're correct. You're correct. And not only that, it fell off immediately. And you know what? Jacob Gordon says Disney screwed the pooch on the sequel trilogy. Yes, they made a crap trilogy and they think they can move forward. Nope, Disney, you messed up. You can't move forward until you correct your mistake. I think that's the right perspective. I really do. Jared Marcus, I used to blame Peter Jackson for The Hobbit, but once I got into YouTube, I realized that studios deserve most of the blame. Yeah, you're 100% right there. And they do. They do. Yeah, I haven't seen anything on minutes watched, only households, which also tells me that if the number of households fell off between episodes, that people didn't make it through the first episode. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. The drinker gets as many. I know. Man, he's killing it. Love Will. Good dude. And this is true, right? This is why I keep saying this is very niche. It's very niche, and I'm going to elaborate on that today over on the HCast. But this is a niche thing. Disney now has divided their audience into such fine blades of grass that they're only appealing to the one blade of grass in entire lawn and across an entire pitch, right? The entire soccer field, or football field or whatnot. It's like, why are you appealing to the one blade of grass? You need to appeal to the whole lawn. I don't get it. I don't go. And I've been saying this forever, Andy. Star Wars is dead. Not just mostly dead, which is slightly alive. Yeah. I've been saying it for a while. Yeah, none of it saved Star Wars. Yeah. Oh, the screenshot's hot garbage, right? Look at that. What of that? Okay, by the way, can you tell what's projected here and what's real? Answer? You can tell what's projected. That's how bad this is. Hot garbage. Sorry, gonna get mad. What's going on? Osmoral 199 is in the house. Got a lot of the 199 here today. Fantastic. Watch the first episode of Andor. Beautiful and terribly harsh show. Couldn't go beyond. It was too much for me, but the quality was superb. Well, there you go, Evil Ramen. I just didn't have any interest in it. Morbid curiosity views. Yeah, I think so, Empress. I think so. Oh, a rack of baby back ribs. Oh, Anthony, I'm starving now. I had to go by a barbecue place. I don't have time. This screenshot looks like bad Photoshop. Ugh. Go away now. Yeah, I can't do it. If it's not Scottish, it's clap. I can't do his accent. I wish I could. He's got a great accent. Zeno the Stoic says, I never watched the cartoons and I don't know or care about Ahsoka. Although, if I'm honest, I'm not a Star Wars fan anymore. I think a lot of people are falling into that category, unfortunately. Why on Earth over on Odysee says, really appreciated the nipple fest, man. Well, you're welcome. Before I cut the cable, the only channel I watched was TCM. Yeah, Turner Classic Movies. Yeah, I think that's true. Lord Shack says, seriously, I just found out they're making I Am Legend 2. Well, that's garbage. It's hot garbage. Oh my goodness, Joe! it's about timing. He says, "Get yourself a cheesesteak." Indeed. Oh, now I got to go by the sandwich shop. Thank you, Joe. Wow, that's incredibly generous. You already gave a bunch of memberships, my friend. My goodness, thank you so very much. All right, I'll go get a cheesesteak. Indeed. I got to figure out how to do that. I got a meeting I got to get to in less than 30 minutes. I'm gonna have to get on the road quick. Let's see. Yeah, there's no Miracle Max to save you, Disney. Yeah. Again, thank you, Joe Stew. I'm definitely going to have to stop and get a sandwich now. Deader than dead, Al says. Yeah. How can you save a corpse? Woo-hoo! There's fire in this room. Fire. AMC 12 Theater with 9 cars on the lot. That is not good, Penny. Oh, no. Going to see Strays. Awesome. Have fun. Let me know what you think. Chris Gore thought it was good. Compare the screenshot to any other one in Clone Wars. I guarantee it'll look superior. Yeah. It's sad. Jason says, the show sucks, the pacing's bad, and they are emotionless in the acting. Bad fight scenes drag on and on with little talking with yeah, and not much makes sense in the story that came before. Yeah. Wow. Listen to you guys throwing fire. Flamethrowers in this room. What's up, Mech 1164? What's going on? You know you have a bad show when it's not showing up on a search of the Pirate Bay sites. No kidding. Oh, I watched an interesting documentary about Pirate Bay. We'll talk about that sometime. Pretty cool. What's up, James? You're not too late. You can always go back and rewatch from the beginning, too. Come to Philly. I'll buy a cheese steak. Andy, I tell you what, when we pass through Pennsylvania, I will let you know. Hey, the lovely Six is here. Greetings, dear. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. We need one more like. If you can spare a like, folks, I would appreciate it. Chris Gore liked She-Hulk. Well, maybe Frank Gore liked She-Hulk. I don't know. I think Chris might reevaluate his opinion now. It was so bad. Olaf Van asks for 6 proper, what do you call those? Euros. That's right. It says, and grab yourself a soda with a cheesesteak. Culture, my treat. All right. Well, how about I grab a tea? Because I'm trying to get away from the sugar, but I will indeed. Yeah, there's gonna be enough sugar in that bread on the cheesesteak. Man, I'm so hungry right now, and I have to leave in 3 minutes. Yikes! Thank you for the 100 likes, folks. I appreciate it. Thank you for your participation, and it's great to see you, Dalton. Hope you're doing good, man. We got to get together and do something. I know I've said that 1,000 times, but we really do. Good question, Kerwin Carter Williams. What was the docu name? It was like why the FBI gave up on Pirate Bay, I think is what it was titled. It's very interesting. Something like that. Pretty good. The non-native language speaker, non-native English speaker, that kind of walked through it. It's faceless, but it's very well done and edited rather well. So yeah. I gotta get going. This is crazy. Sugar is poison. Best thing I ever did was give it up. A lot of people, I'm telling you, it's good for Blue Tigers in the house. What's up? I think I'll have some wings and blue cheese right now. Nom nom nom. There you go. Indeed. All right. Thank you all so very much. Your generosity is truly appreciated. 109 of you are still here all the way through the show. Those of you on Twitter, thanks for being there. Thanks for supporting me over there. Thanks for watching the celebration stream over there. If you haven't seen the celebration stream, it's fun. And if you get a chance, check out the H-Cast. It's your favorite podcast. I assure you, it is. It's your favorite podcast. Even Mr. H says so. Check that out. Coming up in just a few hours. And on that note, thank you again, Joe Stu. You win today for generosity. I really appreciate that. Everybody have an incredible day. We're going to run the credits one more time. Here we go. Look at all these amazing people here. And I've got more to add thanks to Joe Stu and a new member that joined as well. Thank you for that. In fact, I think I can name the new member. The new member is Osmora 199. That's right. You guys are so amazing. I appreciate the support, financial and otherwise. All the likes on the board will only bring more people to the stream and make sure that you don't miss a single one of these. Be sure you have your notifications turned on. I'm working on some great stuff coming up here in the future. Man, what a great day. I'm playing with house money. I like that. Whoever came up with that today. Thank you. Look at all these amazing people. Unbelievable. Yeah. And then we have the high rollers coming up here at the end, along with Friends Lost. Thanks for being here, everybody. Have an incredible Tuesday. See ya.